Welcome back to the colony. My name is Quarry, and the march of civilization continues ever onwards despite the day's best attempts at stopping that from happening. So yeah, last episode we went ahead and raided a crashed Mechanoid platform, which is kind of scary with all the Mechanoids that wanted to end the run there. Luckily we could just shell it with mortar, so it probably wasn't as much of an issue as it could have been, which is a good thing. So yeah, I guess the plan for this episode is just explore Rimworld, basically, and maybe meander our way down here so we can end up within range of the Mech Hive. At some point, mind you. Well, I think that's a plan for this video. At some point, depending on how far the game lets me get, of course. So yeah, if you want to catch up on a series, there's a playlist in the cards where you can do exactly that. Well, looks like the ship is off a cooldown, so I'm just gonna pack up and head out. And just not stay here any longer than we have to. Since it's kind of a frozen wasteland now, and I don't think the farm animals like that. So that's what we're going to be doing. Right, so is everything on the ship? Go back home, you two doobers. You know what, sure. Oh, it's an issue of not even enough fuel. So that's why we can't go down any further than this line. You know what, let's just check out the regular desert. Preferably with a nice river, like this one. And let's hope nothing breaks. Alright, so we're here now. We just had to pick a landing spot. I'm just gonna say right about here. Confirm. And let's hope nothing goes wrong. And nothing went wrong, so we have made it. And oh yeah, I guess we're out of rice, so that would explain why we aren't making Temp fuel. So I think we might need to head up a temperate forest at some point. Or some other such tile. Well, that's a 3% bonus to the rest rate multiplier for Arcana, so that's great. Run that one again, please. Well, looks like the wind camel is ready to launch again, so we're gonna pack up and head out to a temperate forest tile. Alright, so launch the ship. And I think it's gonna be, yeah, I think it's just gonna be this tile. And off we go. To the wide blue yonder. Alright, so this is a tile we're gonna be calling home for a little while. So I can restock on rice. So let's see now. I think I'm just gonna park the ship right here. And confirm. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. And I don't have to deal with broken engines. And lo and behold, nothing went wrong. Good. Well, somebody has a side-headed itch, and Mark. Well, You know, I can swear I've set them all to no jobs outside of the jobs that they're dependent on. Well, our defenses aren't ready, so I guess we're just gonna have to take this, one on the chin, I guess. And hope that our turrets are good enough for this issue. To hopefully sort itself out. Maybe a few more advanced nuclear power plants, maybe not like that. I meant build copy. Oh, so they're just gonna break through the door. I see. Alright, I see how it is, Mechanoids. We call them a bot so they don't get in our way. And hopefully the turrets can make short work of these Mechanoids. Cause suddenly I feel a lot better about my chances of survival. Rep, Builder Bot Tier 2-5. Right, not you two. Okay, Sailor, what had you? Oh, charge launch. Alright. Well, there goes another builder bot. Lead him into the turrets. Because that's genuinely the most useful thing to do. Is just to lead him into the turrets. The Mechanoids, I mean. And thankfully, there's all this rain, so hopefully this should also reduce the fires. Okay, Epsilon, now that you're here. Again, lead him straight into the turrets. And stay out of the turret's way, Epsilon. Alright, I think we can just move in and wipe the rest of them out pretty easily. Because there's only one pikeman left. And, and a lancer, so that should take care of that. Anyhow. Speedy. Warfare. Driving up is not allowed. Alright, that should take care of Playhouse. Speedy, that's your job to rescue. Red's turn to go berserk. Warfare and Speedy, that is your job once again. Deal with Red. Oh dear. Me giving them Ulit rifles was a mistake. Oh dear. Don't fire it well. And Rip Crouchabot tier 2-4. And that takes care of Brad. Well, Bicep is officially an adult now, so that's straight. We have another one that can actually fight. Let's see now. The 3 skills for Bicep to have a passion is crafting for a double passion, construction for another double passion. And it has plans for a single passion in that. You know what? You can have Industrious as a trait. And right after that, Warmfairy decided to go off on a insulting spree. I wonder why. Such in the heat was the final straw. And it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit because I basically forgot to put a cooler in there. That'd do it. And I'm surprised that didn't result in a bit of a social spat between Warmfairy and Nitsin. Oh well, I guess I can be pleasantly surprised once in a while. And that's a 3% movement speed bonus for Arcana, so that's right. Let's see now. Run that one again, please. Well, now we have some pet dromedaries. I think they're going back to the wild now. Along with that deer. Well, that was the wrong column. And now we have Dorad affecting the local fish population. Yes, all 20 bass fish, over here in this pond. And now we have cargo pods. Let's just see what's inside. Hemogen pack. 77 of them to be exact. And of course we get some defoliator ships. Oh wow. We can just shell it from afar. And oh my, that's a lot of Meltors. At least 200 of them. Well anyways, I'm gonna have everybody be locked in Area 1 for right now. On with the robots. And I just tell some people to open fire on them with the mortars. So that's you 4. Hold fire. Well, 5 actually. Right now that we're all here, we just have to pass out the mortar orders. Like so. And then set for target. Target that defoliator ship. Open fire. Yep, that woke up the Minotaur horde. Maybe another volley would do the trick. And poke them into attacking us and going through the hallway of traps. Because that's the preferred option. Are they seriously not going to do anything? And yes, this time I've made sure that there's an entrance to the hallway of traps. Well, that's a good hit. And now they've adapted. I guess it's when the ship is destroyed. Alright, so one more volley should do the trick. Hopefully. Knock on wood. Alright, that did the trick. Anyways, you lot are dismissed. And now we just get to what? Then go through the hall of traps. Mark with catatonic. Don't think Mark is not critical to the colony's defenses, so have fun, Mark. Well, that was the last of the Minotaur, so yeah. 90 over here. 110 over here. Well, looks like we got one of those raids that decides to drop it right on top of me. I don't think they're gonna get very far, though. Mostly because of the anti-aircraft guns that we have. Well, Mark is back on their feet again, so that's great. Well, looks like we got the first batch of visitors to this tile, so that's great. Ooh, hey, cargo pots. Let's just see what's inside. Outmeat. 127 to be exact. Yoink! Well, we have a store of 57 on that batch, I guess. And a gift. 22 gold. Okay. Well, the Mechanoids are incoming in 8 days. Well, Zayler's off on a sci-fi binge. Rad. Go on Zayler over the head. Just like that. You know, I think we need to deal with Zayler's sci-fi addiction, so I'm sorry, Zayler. I guess you're going to be enjoying a 30-day break in a prison cell. Just to deal with that. Yoink! The silly's off on a corpse session. Gee, I wonder who that could be. And oh yeah, I guess we do need to get you a new left arm, Zayler. Right, we don't have one. So let's make one. Make bionic arm, and scroll you up all the way to the top. Like so. Sass has officially become a child. Remain honest. And now let's do the growth moment thing. Alright, so Sass is old enough to do the following. Basic calling and cleaning. Alright. Well, Mark is off on a sad wonder. The final straw was no artificial enhancement. Alright, so we got a new arm for Zayler here. You know, I think she can have the Architect arm. Get the ER bots tier 2s on the case, along with more repair, or maybe another ER bot. Yeah, I'm sticking with the ER bot theme. And yep, that was a success, so that's great. Well, Zayler's off on a daze. Let's just find out why. Starlight withdrawal. Go figure. And that's a 2% bonus to the mining speed of Arcana, so that's great. Run that one again, please. And Classic has hit a growth moment. Let's see, now, I just instruction, intellectual, medical, and crafting are all the, passions. And of all these traits, Classic can be a fast walker. Well, I think it's time for us to pack up and head out since the Mechanoids are in 2 days. And I see Speedy and Kate got into a bit of a social spat. Let's see why. Speedy called Kate a fraud. Alright. Well, I think I'm done my tile shopping for now, so launch the ship and begin. Make sure all the animals get on board. Okay. And it's probably gonna be, Well, I thought there was one with a, Oak Grove. There's some around here. Or did I just make that one up? There, it's biome, no. Here it is. Oak Tree Grove. I'm heading here. Also because I wanted to go check it out and see what that's like. So apparently the launch sites count as pollution. That's something I did not know. Although to be fair, you are basically ruining the tile for everybody else. You know, I don't know what I expected, from the old tree grove, but, yeah, I guess you can find a way higher amount of trees, there. So I just asked her to know if you ever wanted to, have a bit of a one-shot run. Let's see now. Where to park this ship? I just down over here. And confirm. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. And nothing went wrong. Good! Well, that's the first food poisoning I've seen in a while. Hey, house. Well, Speedy's off on a side binge. Nixon, that's your job to stop. Oh dear. That takes care of that. Well, now you have an iBed stove, Pat. Don't know if it's actually sticking around. Yeah, I'm just gonna release it. Well, looks like we're gonna have to fight this raid. And I think Mark is just caught out in the forest, but, at least Mark has some weapons. So I guess that's nice. And we're gonna deal with the immediate threat. You lot go report outside. Down over here. Actually, just go back out. It's mostly just bows and arrows anyways. And oh dear, the forest fires are gonna be, rather intense. Well, Speedy's already down. Alright, so first batch is fleeing, so that's great. Bicep is down, but the second batch is fleeing. Bicep, what did you go down to? Oh, right foot. Don't know how a great bow arrow managed to get past, super advanced, space age, armor that you might find on a Spartan, or something like that. But somehow it happened. Thankfully, there's a rainstorm going on, so hopefully the fire shouldn't be too bad. Not on one, of course. Well, we got a forest fire starting, so let's prep a fire foam, shall? Hold fire. And Kate, that's actually your job. Set for starter to somewhere around there, and open fire. Sailor is off on a tantrum. The frost was started withdrawal. And the target is random thieves in the room. Alright. And I think that fire should be small enough just for me to send out the firefighters out to it. Especially since Kate is helping with the fire foam. Oh no, not too bad of a fire. Sailor is off on another date. The frost was started attention withdrawal. And that's a 3% bonus to the eating speed of Arcana, so that's great. Run that one again, please. Well, Speedy's off on a Sartite binge. Eslon, that's your job. Go bond Speedy over the head before they get addicted to Sartite, please. And then end up having to spend 30 days in the jail. Going cold turkey. Because that is currently what's happening to Sailor. Right. That takes care of that issue. Well, looks like Jurda's having another kid. Yep, I guess this is fine. Sailor is off on another date. The final straw was started attention withdrawal. Alright. And then for wondering how that's doing, well, 18.8 more days to recover. And it was somehow a healthy childbirth in those conditions. But alright, let's see if I can name the baby. Izumi? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. And that's a 3% bonus to the injury healing factor of Arcana, so that's great. Let's run that one again, shall we? Well, looks like we got a Mechanic raid. And it's gonna be one of those fun raids where they just run straight into the hallway of traps. So that's what I think we're just gonna do. It's just lock ourselves in Area 1, which is behind the walls. And just let them run face first into the traps. Something tells me none of the Mechanoid groups are gonna make it past the hallway of traps. And yep, this is the farthest the Mechanoids ever got, and that's with the Diablo, so, yeah. I guess that's how effective the spy traps are. Well, we had the first batch of visitors for this town, so that's great. The Broken Empire is paying us a visit. And I guess that's my cue to set up the rat room again. Well, looks like a mandatory recruit has shown up. Hey, how's his wife? Fur over here. Who's the closest colonist? Nixon. That's gonna be your job. Yeah, I think she'll make it to the hospital in time. Right, so Fur's at the hospital. And it's certainly being tended to. So that's great. That she gets to live. Well, on that note, I think this is a pretty good stopping point to end this video, so like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video and its playlist. All of our social media info to help out the channel and the algorithm for free, and info to support the channel financially is a link to my Ko-Fi in the description below, where you can do exactly that for as little as $1 a month. And you get it even on the credit stream, along with some other bonus links, if you want to support the channel do those. It's greatly appreciated too. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. Bye.